Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance.
And allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
To the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully.
That I will well and faithfully.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
About which I am about to enter.
That I'm about to enter.
As a council member.
As a council member of Huntington Beach. Thank you, ma'am, very much.
Being a celebrity is, only paper deep, but being a real person is skin deep and blood deep, and that's what it really comes down to.
In about 3 months, so I know all the fans would love to see me and you get it on.
He's reaching for those grapes. He's trying to make his wine, and the wine's already sounding like a violin with that cheese and wine.
Are there facts showing that you were not created by God?
That they say that we were created by monkeys.
And you believe that?
To a certain extent, yeah. Because I look in the mirror. Because I look in the mirror and I sure damn look like a gorilla.
Have you ever seen a light-skinned gorilla?
You're looking right at one. People think I'm African American, and I have 1% in me. I have a few gay friends, and they're over 18. I have no problem with it. Once again, if you're 18 and over, that's your decision. That's your decision. But do not push it on my children, because kids can't even learn how to brush their teeth. They don't want to put on deodorant, or they don't want to wipe their own ass the right way unless you show them the right way. Now all of a sudden you're going to teach my children how to be a sexual predator? And I'm going to say that because most are. This loudmouth punk, Chael Sonnen, who says that he tapped me the last time we competed against each other. He's never shied away from the shit he talks about my family. So I kind of let him have it a little bit. His father passed away 5 years ago, I think it was, and he promised his dad that he would beat me, and he promised his father that. And he said some shit, and I said, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your dead dad. I'm still kicking your ass.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad. But once again, the shit he's saying about my kids and my ex, and it's just like, all right, motherfucker. If you're man enough, step up. We'll give you $300,000. Step up. Let's fucking fight. But we'll see how it goes.
Dude, his dad on his deathbed probably didn't give a fuck if he beat you or not. He was like, I don't care, dude. The fuck?
I know. But Chael Sonnen, he talks so much shit, he believes himself. And that's just one of the things. The things he says is lies. But, I mean, look at our president. The shit he says is lies.
I train 6 days a week. 5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days, I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week I'll be training. And he texted me because there was another organization, Eagle FC. It's Khabib Nurmagomedov, if I pronounced his name wrong. Caleb or Connor? I say Connor. Khabib or Connor? God, Connor's just too damn good. That kid is just, confidence is through the roof. There's fighters like Johnny Bones Jones, Conor McGregor. I keep saying Khabib, but it's actually Khabib Nurmagomedov.
He took that much of a beating. He's been fighting as long as I have. I mean, he's the last line of all of us. Vanderlei Silva, same thing. But it's the supplements they've taken through their careers that have tainted them the most, that has hurt them the most. That's why I've been lucky through my career that I've been able to keep my nose to the clean stone of just working as hard as I possibly can and getting the best turn out of it. I mean.
Now, is it true you're coming back in the fall, though, that the fight will be in the fall?
Yes, it'll be in April. I start camp probably around in the beginning of July. Okay. So, I'll have another long camp as always. But
April?
Yeah, I mean.
Do you mean October? Or?
October. October. Now I said I meant October. Did I say April?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's a little early for me still.
Yeah. All
good. Yeah.
MMA fighting is different than boxing. Boxing is chess, is checkers, and MMA is chess. Just because of the different ways you can move in chess compared to boxing is forward, back, side to side. That's boxing. And there's just so many different weapons in MMA.
It's important that we protect this city, because this city is powerful to me. I'm not leaving. Joe Rogan, a bunch of other Hollywood guys, they left. You know what? I can't say the word because my children are here, but they are.
They're quitters. I refuse to be a quitter.
He's reaching for those grapes. He's trying to make his wine, and the wine's already sounding like a violin with that cheese and wine. Lucas, Tito Ortiz here. Have fun at the Model UN. Philly is a great city. Keep up the good work. Your parents are so proud of you, man. And don't forget to eat your fibers. It is great for you. Speak Pat way often. People love hearing your Jamaican accents. And it's funny and cool, boy. Now he has enough balls to call me out. And on January 21st, Chael Sonnen's gonna feel what Tito Ortiz feels like. And you know what? It's gonna be painful.
Chael, this is a fight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm Tito Ortiz. Welcome to a press conference for the future of Christina Santos Cyborg, my company, Primetime 360, that we started literally last year. And I want to just work on the future of MMA fighters. It's the last 15 years of my career. I worked very hard to be as most diligent as I possibly could of the future of my career. So now it's time to work for the future of other people's careers. With, of course, my partner, George Pragine, and Tony, and of course, our client, Chris Cyborg. I want to work on the future of her career. People want to see her in the UFC fight at 135, which is literally impossible for her to happen to make that weight. And we'll show you tonight the reason why this is going to happen. But the future of her career and fighting career is in my hands. And my hands are as solid around her as possibly, and to make sure the future of her.
I'm a totally different person than I was 12 years ago when we fought. I'm a different man, I'm a different fighter, a different attitude. Everything I do for training is just positive. I'm faster, I'm stronger, I'm younger.
2022 is the most important election of our history, of American history, and I think that right now it's our time to speak up. And the people that call us the silent majority, stop being the silent majority. Step up and be the ones that are verbal, because that's why they are. They're small, but they attack as loud as they possibly can. You know, it's like how big the dog is not the thing. It's how bad does he bite or bark. And those guys are nothing but bark. And I think a lot of conservatives here in our country should be the biters and step up. And
Tito Ortiz, what happens when we die?
What happens when we die? I leave a legacy behind me that I've helped people, that I've been a factor in somebody's life in a positive manner, and knowing that it was Tito Ortiz that helped me get through that hard time. That's what happens when we die. You fans tune in. I never let you down until now. I won't start. Tito Ortiz, Fight Hub TV. Check it out.
I go out and I do the diligent work. You know, I'm out doing the interviews. I'm out doing everything. It's not just the fact of getting the cage and fighting, but going out and doing the promo to sell the fight. And I don't think there's anybody in this business that does better than me. No. Maybe, was it Gregor McConnor or Conor McGregor? He does actually a really good job. There's
no, that
full-blown orgies, 10 porn stars in bed with you.
Never, ever. She got so jealous. So her friends came up to me and get so jealous.
How about you as a man? Like, what is your thought process? Here's this woman you're in love with, and you know she's
one-man girl.
But I know, but you're like
a few moments later.
Tito always says I'm using my mouth to get my opportunities. The only person I know that made money using their mouth is his ex-wife.
It's kind of funny. I was listening to Kristen Walken, little skit he did, and he talked about the lion, king of the jungle, this huge lion with a big giant mane in this hot, smothering weather in Africa. And the little small lions come up, kind of poke at him, bite on his ear, bite on his neck. The lioness comes over and bugs him. Then you got the jackals and the rest of the wilderness looking and seeing these lions on that mountaintop. They come over and bother him. The jackals laugh at him. The hyenas laugh at him, nip at his toes. They eat all of his food, and they sit back. And they got jackals like this who think it's a comedy. Now, careful, everyone. This may be a lie, so just let them go and speak.
Tell another jackal story about Christopher Walken and a mane and a lion and Vitor from back in the day.
I think guys are too afraid to be romantic because that's not what men are supposed to do, but it's wrong. I think males aren't supposed to do it, but true men are supposed to be romantic, I think.
Tito, thank you for the honesty. It was appreciated.
100%, man. I'm always honest. That's why fans love me so much.